Good evening, everyone. It is 11 p.m. on Tuesday, November 17th, and the temperature is about 60 degrees right now, and we are going for a walk along the strip here in Las Vegas. It's a beautiful evening for a walk. I'm wearing sandals and a t-shirt, and it just feels so good. I'm just really happy right now because where I live, Seattle, Washington, it's super gloomy and wet, and I feel like I'm in paradise right now. This is the ideal weather for walking for me. So let's go for a walk. I plan on making this about a 10 to 15 minute video. That's the entrance to the Palazzo there. We're gonna go down these escalators and just walk around a little bit. Just came from the Wynn Hotel and Casino. I am using my Osmo Pocket 2 to record this video, and I am shooting in 4K 30 frames per second. I thought about shooting in 60 frames a second, but I wanted to make sure that I get enough light in my video, so I'm doing it in 30. I may try shooting it in 60 frames a second later on, but I'm doing it in 30, and let me know what you think. Usually 60 will be better for these walking videos, but 30 frames per second is good when the area might not be that well lit. I mean, I might be able to get away with 60 frames per second in Vegas because, as you can see, there's a ton of lights around. But then again, there are some areas where it's kind of dark. So we'll see. I think what's important is when I pan, I have to pan really slow when shooting at 30 frames per second, because if I pan too fast, then there will be a lot of motion blur, which you might be able to detect as I'm panning. Anyway, enough tech talk. Let's just keep on walking. There's Treasure Island there. And I've been wearing my mask a lot here, as are the rest of the humans. And sometimes it gets to be a little annoying, especially when it's hot, and it has been hot here during the afternoon. It was 79 degrees today, which I guess I might be complaining, but I was actually sweating. But that's because I'm a Seattleite, and I'm a 70 to 85 degree kind of guy. But it was nice. We hung out at the pool, my wife and I did today, and man, just knowing that 2 hours away, Seattle, 2 hours away on an airplane, it's like a whole different world. And it's such a trip that you can be just 2 hours away and have weather like this. So Vegas has always been a place for us to come to escape the cold. That's been a part of our plan as far as, if we're going to live in Seattle, what can we do to cope with the gloom and rain? Wow, look at that big fire show at, I believe that's at past the Mirage. Was that Caesar's Palace? I'm not sure, but wow, pretty amazing. All right, so now I'm at Palazzo Drive. I'm gonna pan real slowly to just show you. Oh, it's quiet here. I kind of like it. Let's go here a little bit. I've really been enjoying this camera for walking. It's a low maintenance camera. Does a job. Okay, now I can say that I entered the walkway to this hotel, and I'm gonna go ahead and head back down. We're just adventuring around. I'll show you what it looks like here at night. How many people are out and about. That sort of thing. We went shopping earlier. We didn't really buy anything, but it was interesting to see though that there are more employees and customers in many of these shops. Granted that yesterday was Monday. We got in yesterday and walked around, did some shopping, mainly window shopping. It's kind of dead. All right, so now we're at the Venetian. It's kind of dead, and I noticed that some of the shops are actually closed. But again, it's Monday, pandemic, you know, the situation's in occurrence right now, so. Oh, look, y'all. We're in Italy. So, this is actually where my wife Amanda and I walked around yesterday. It was inside here. We did some shopping, mainly window shopping. Feels good to window shop because it feels like you save a lot of money, which is never a bad thing, save money. All right, I'm wondering how the microphone's working. It's my second time using this microphone, wireless microphone that comes with this camera. I think it works pretty good. It's not gonna sound the best, but for what it is, it does a good job. All right, we're at the Venetian. I'm gonna pan very slowly to show you how it can look at 4K 30 frames per second if you pan slowly. Now I'm gonna pan a little faster. Maybe you can see the motion blur. Maybe you can see the difference. I don't know if you can. I did that for all the camera or tech or video guys out there, or folks who are considering buying this camera or are using this camera. For folks who have this camera, are using it, and you know, want to know what 30 frames per second might look like, if anything, on the Vegas Strip. So this is what it looks like. 60 frames per second might be better. Less, you might perhaps get less motion blur. Might be worth trying out. but I'm feeling like 30 frames per second is not bad. It's not bad at all, so I'm just gonna do what works. All right, I'm gonna try to cross this way here. I'm gonna wrap around and use the elbow to push the crosswalk button. My wife and I did a lot of walking yesterday. We walked along the strip and we walked far, and I feel bad for her because she didn't have the best shoes yesterday for walking. She wore these sandals that she brought with her, and we didn't think we were gonna walk that far, but we ended up walking. I can't remember past the MGM, which, if you're familiar with Vegas, that's pretty far from here, walking distance anyway. But she was a trooper that she did that with me, and I'm just gonna keep talking while I wait for this light. You can hang out with me here. wait with me here while I wait for the light to turn green. And I'm going back and forth between talking through my mask right now. I am talking through my mask, and right now I've got my mask off. See, I think it sounds way better with the mask off. Wow, this light is taking forever, but you know what? I'm gonna stick to my plan, which is to not turn off my camera, and just wait. If anything, we'll learn how long this light takes. I'm trying to stick to my goal of not turning it off. Okay, there it is. It's not too bad. It wasn't too bad. All right, now we're gonna cross the road. Yeah, can't even see MGM from here. We walked far yesterday. I'm not gonna go that far today. I'm actually gonna wrap around, head back. All right. Thanks for waiting with me at that traffic island there. And let's look to see. Yeah, we went pretty far yesterday. Can't see the MGM from here. So this is what the strip looks like, y'all. At the intersection of Siegfried and Roy and Las Vegas Boulevard. All right, let's head back this way. How long's the video so far? Oh my goodness, it's already 12 minutes long. I'm gonna stop soon. I'm gonna end it soon. Let's see if we can make it to Treasure Island. So what do y'all think about this video as far as in 4K and at 30 frames a second? And what do you think about the strip here?
You're racist.
You know, this is a strip during the pandemic, the situation. Normally it would be busier than this. Way busier. Been here many times. And that I for sure can tell you. What's up, y'all? Say hi to these guys real quick. This camera, by the way, is supposed to have really good magicians of the century. That's what the thing says. It's supposed to have a really good minimum focusing distance, different from the original version. So yeah, what do you guys think about the Strip? It's nice for a walk, that is for sure. It's nice for walking rather. A lot of elbow room, you know. I mean, every now and then there's sections of the Strip where it gets really busy. Like this is a very calm part of the Strip. There's sections where, you know, people are hanging out, having a good time. And certain areas, of course, attract certain demographics. Like certain areas will have younger folks and, you know, partiers that be drinking. I mean, you know, this is Las Vegas, so you can walk around with a beer in hand, and you know, people are smoking weed on the street. Yeah, you'll definitely smell marijuana, aka weed, aka ganja, in Las Vegas on the Strip here. So all right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here and say thank you for watching my video and walking with me. It's been a pleasure being your walking buddy on the Las Vegas Strip. Until next time, see you later. Peace.